Final segment today. Our list guy, the list guy is back with some more guys. This time we're going to do Guy's bucket list, which is exactly what it sounds. I asked him to make a list of his top 10 buckets, guys that are just buckets. We've used this term a lot on our show through the years. I've said it particularly. He's just a bucket. That's not necessarily what we're going for here. Like, I think there are a lot of good players that do more things than just be buckets. But at the end of the day, like, if you just need a bucket, these are the 10 guys that I'm going to. So we went back and forth on this a lot. Guy gave us an original list, and I think we did shift it around a lot. We added 4 or 5 names to this, but I feel good about what we came up with. So I'll read the names here. These are the names on our top 10 favorite buckets in college hoops. Number 1 is Kise Tominaga. Number 2 is Caleb Love. Number 3 is Max Asmus. 4, Aiden Mahaney. 5, Tyler Perry. 6, Max Rice, Boise State. 7, Dane Dangerfield, little big man love. 8, Boogie Ellis. 9, Tyson Walker. And 10, Caleb Grill from Missouri. Honorable mentions Shulga from VCU, Jameer Young from Maryland, and Soriano from St. John's. What do you like about this list, Card? Do you feel great about guys, bucket guys?
I honestly feel really great about this list, to be honest with you. There's a little bit in me that wants to put Tyson Walker ahead of some other players on this list, especially because Tyson Walker is behind a guy who was on the receiving end of him being a bucket in Boogie Ellis. But I mean, I think this list is pretty flawless here. Aiden Mahaney, one of the best buckets in the country. Asmus, obviously, just the numbers speak for themselves scoring wise. I would love to know how you feel about Caleb Love being number 2 on this list. I need your thoughts.
I despise it because
does he deserve to be on this? Does he deserve to be on here?
I would have been okay. Honorable mention. I would have been okay. At 10. Honestly, I would have been okay at 10. When we're listing buckets, though, a big part of being a bucket is not being like a clank off the rim guy more than you are a bucket. Like I need the guys who are buckets to score, but also like do so more often than they miss. Caleb Love misses way more often than he scores. That's the ethos of who Caleb Love is as a player. And yeah, when it goes in, the shots look cool. The step back jumpers are fun. But the whole reason North Carolina has been horrible the last 2 years is that he's clank. Like it was RJ and Caleb. It was ratchet and clank. RJ had a ratchet. Caleb clanked everything. That's who he is. So we got to see what he is at Arizona. I think there's reason for optimism that maybe he looks better there or different there. But to call him the second best bucket in the country when he's a guy who misses way more than he makes just seems a little crazy. Like, you really want the ball in Caleb Love's hands over Max Asmus's hands? Really?
Yeah. I would probably have Caleb Love like 6, maybe like 7. I moved Tyson up and moved the other guys up ahead of him. I though feel great having Kise number 1.
Yeah,
because though Asmus is the leading scorer, there's nothing more fun than when Kise is getting buckets. It just hits differently.
Yeah, I think that's an element too of like who's the true pure bucket. It's got to be fun watching the way they get the bucket. And Kise is like, I don't know, it's like a spell. Like the whole arena just falls underneath this guy's gravity when he is made like a couple straight threes. Caleb Love's like that too. So is Asmus. Like those guys have had sort of like 5-minute stretches where it's just like appointment television watching those 3 guys. I think everybody else on this list is like a step behind. So maybe that's the argument for Caleb being up there is like when he gets going, it is special. Dane Danger, big man love on this list.
That's exactly where I was about to go. And I want to let this be known right now. I saw this with my own eyes, folks. All right. I was in State Farm Arena. Dane Danger is a problem in the post. I talked about having a go-to post move. I talked about having a post bag. I'm a post player that has a lot of pride in having a post bag. If I could have a post bag in college, I'm taking Dane Danger's post bag. I'm letting that be known right now. That dude's a bucket. If you gave Dane Danger the conditioning of Zach Edey and the uses of Zach Edey, I mean, you're looking at probably what? Minimum 18 and 10? He's a problem in the post. And honestly, he's a problem even like extended too. He's got a little bit like you don't want to see Dane Danger at the elbow. He squares up on you. He's gonna hit you with a spin, uppy, undery, lay. Like that's what he's doing. Dane Danger's post bag is crazy. He should be the first option for this. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Outside of Terrence Shannon, Dane Danger should be option number 2 for this Illinois team. He's a bad man.
I hate to break this to you. Dane Danger is infinitely less dangerous when the guy guarding him isn't Jackson Kohler.
Okay.
Like I get like you were violated personally and you watched it happen in person. Most of the teams Dane Danger plays don't let him do what he did to Michigan State because they have some answers
because Brad won't let him.
They have some answers there.
If Brad let the danger zone loose, it'd be a movie.
But like I don't think there is such thing as letting the danger zone loose on Cliff Amourier or Zach Edey or better center.
He would have them in hell.
I don't know. We thought about like we had Terrence Shannon in the honorable mentions. We were gonna do 2 Illinois names here. There was originally Terrence Shannon in the top 10 and not Dane Danger. But we swapped it out. I think that's the right move because I do like the bag he's got. He's got the footwork. He's got all the moves. It's fun. That's part of this. Anybody that's not on the list you think should have been on the list? There were a lot of names in discussion this week for the bucket list.
No, honestly, I feel like it's pretty well done, to be honest with you. I mean, you have A. Smith.
Baylor Shireman. Baylor Shireman was a name that was thrown around.
I definitely, because I think we had Kalk on the list, and I was like, I'd rather have Shireman instead of Kalk. I think, actually, no. I think I would take out Caleb Grill for Shireman on this list. And that's where I'd go with it.
I think guys' pushback, which I kind of agree with, is that Shireman is a little too much of an all-around guy to be a bucket guy. Like Tominaga's just a bucket guy. Caleb Love pretty much just a bucket guy. A. Smith mostly just a bucket guy. I don't know. I do think Baylor's more of an all-around player a little bit, but I don't know. I could have gone either way on Baylor. Ultimately, he's off the list.
I feel like we're forgetting somebody, and it's gonna strike me afterwards.
My largest issue with our bucket list is Andy Katz released his top 5 or his top 10 shooters. 5 of the guys on our bucket list are on Andy Katz's top 10 shooters. I feel horrible about that.
Well, there's a difference between buckets and shooters.
I know, but I just feel horrible about that.
I mean, if we had a top 10 shooters list, it'd look a lot different than Andy Katz.
This is true. All right.
Don't let that get you down.
Official commentary. We were 1 week through working with Guy, our list guy. What's your grade for Guy? You got any thoughts for Guy? How's it going with Guy for you?
I want to ask Guy what's his grade for us. We bow down to Guy.
I do feel like we're a lot stronger with Guy on our side. I do.
Can we tell personal text stories from Guy?
I think you got to keep some of this mysterious, but yeah, you can read what he says for sure.
Can I read the school comment that I brought up to him yesterday?
I think so. I think that's fair.
Okay. If it's not, then Guy can, put the hammer down and let me know, and I'll repent my sins. But I was like, he was creating the graphic, and he's like, I got to go to class. So I'll try to knock it out. I was like, don't worry, Guy. Like, school comes first. Like, and I made a joke, like, don't make us put a minimum GPA requirement in order to make these lists. And Guy hit me with I think I'll be fine. I had a 4.67 cumulative last year. And I said, all righty then, Guy. What I think you said, welcome to being the smartest person in Sleepers immediately, and keep on doing your thing. My apologies.
Yeah, it was really fun being the smartest person in Sleepers Media for a couple of years, but I have pushed that title. Also, I can't express how much of an asset it is to Sleepers Media that we now have a guy named Guy who has a 4.6 GPA who would rather spend his time making bucket list graphics for us. Like, I feel like I've been dreaming and waiting for this moment for forever. So shout out to Guy. Great first week from our perspective, Guy. And you might see more of Guy's work shortly. Guy made some thumbnails for us today. Guy's talking about helping us out on social media, making some things for Sleepers Media. I can't wait.
I mean, kids dynamic.
He's crushing it. We also, not to like put some pressure on Guy or anybody here, but we have another Sleepers Media edition coming.
Don't sleep on us.
I think that news is dropping Monday, but like contracts have been signed here. There's paperwork coming. So
stuff has been sent. Some stuff has been sent to HR.
Are we gonna do like? Have you seen the movie Whiplash? I don't think you've seen it. Have you?
No.
In Whiplash, it's about like this teacher who's crazy. Spoiler alert! But he just like abuses his students, and he's a music teacher. And it's about his relationship with a drummer. And his whole thing, the whole movie, is that he always has like a second drummer just sitting next to his main drummer, so that if he wants to, he can like cuss out his main drummer and be like, "Get off the set. We got a new drummer." Kind of thinking about doing that with Guy in our new edition. Like, is it too early to pit them against each other already?
It's not, but something about you using that movie as an example is just not sitting right with me. I'm not going to correlate it exactly, but there definitely could have been another example.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do not want to enter an abusive relationship with anyone. Okay, I know I've said too many horribly problematic things this week. That is not what I'm after. I love Guy. He's doing a great job. I also love our new edition. I am joking about the concept of putting pressure against them. Sorry. I need to be better about this, man.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm really sorry. I'm going to take a good long look in the mirror. Like we thought Dion, the guy who comes on our Friday shows, now that Riley Davis is a father, we thought Dion was going to be the one who said problematic things. I've just been saying the problematic things this week. I'm sorry.
Okay, Gregory. You'll be okay. We'll be okay.